If you're a fan of retro gaming handhelds, you probably feel one regret. Despite the Android gaming handheld market blooming with 100 flowers, there hasn't been a truly suitable device for playing Nintendo DS or 3DS games. That's because most Android gaming handhelds only have one screen. However, the good news is that recently, this situation has started to change. The situation has changed for the better, as companies like One Netbook, AYANEO, and AYN are all developing gaming devices particularly well suited for playing Nintendo DS and 3DS emulators. And today, we're going to experience the AYANEO Pocket DS. This is a dual-screen clamshell Android gaming handheld, and thanks to its excellent specifications and a dual-screen design, it not only lets you play Nintendo DS and 3DS games with ease, but also handles popular mobile games without a hitch. If MiHoYo's AAA titles could be optimized for this dual-screen device, I'm confident the user experience would be exceptional. Similar to the Flip DS, the Pocket DS's upper screen also features a 7-inch display. It boasts a 1080p OLED screen with a higher refresh rate, supporting up to 165Hz. Thanks to its full-angle hinge, the screen holds any angle, opening to 180 degrees. It supports HDR, has a 150% sRGB color gamut, and 800 nits peak brightness. Visually, it appears clear and vibrant, making it a truly top-quality display. The bottom screen is a 5-inch 1024x768 resolution LCD with a 4:3 aspect ratio, 256 ppi, and a max brightness of 550 nits. Though this screen's ppi isn't high, the LCD pixel arrangement is quite pleasing to the eye. For an old-school tech enthusiast like myself, this screen, when combined with the appropriate filter, truly excels at displaying retro games. The only minor drawback, similar to many LCD screens, is a slight amount of backlight bleeding. Much like the Flip DS, the secondary screen by default serves as a monitoring interface where you're able to check the console's various status details like TDP, fan speed, CPU and GPU frequencies, power consumption, temperature, and so on. This screen is also a touchscreen, so you can perform various operations right here. The second page has all the controller-related settings, where you can quickly set button modes, joystick sensitivity, or vibration intensity. The third page is for quick settings, kind of like Android's control center, letting you toggle various functions with one tap. We all know Android has a massive software ecosystem, and when you combine that with a dual-screen device like the Pocket DS, the possibilities become incredibly imaginative. For me, the two most valuable uses for the Pocket DS are: for the Pocket DS are playing 3DS games and watching guides while I play. First up, 3DS games. Thanks to the processor's powerful performance, when playing 3DS games on the Pocket DS, you can set the rendering resolution to its highest in the settings, which makes the game's models significantly clearer. The 3DS is, after all, a 14-year-old gaming device, and the original game resolution on the screen was only 400 by 240. When you stretch that kind of screen resolution to fill, a 7-inch 1080p display would certainly be too horrible to look at. Thus, if you desire a superior gaming experience, increasing the rendering resolution is an absolute necessity. Next, we have the lower screen. Benefiting from the LCD standard's RGB pixel arrangement and the widespread emulator support for dot post-processing effects, the Pocket DS's bottom screen also has a fantastic display. It gives you the feeling of a new 3DS with an IPS screen rich in texture, with just the right amount of space between pixels. With higher rendering resolution on the top screen and better display on the bottom, the whole game feels remastered. The only giveaway is the game's UI icons, since they aren't vector-based. Look a little blurry, otherwise it's quite exceptional, and it wouldn't be an exaggeration to call it the most powerful 3DS emulator hardware to date. Naturally, if you prefer playing retro games on an LCD screen, that's entirely possible. You can opt to use either the top or bottom screen, and the unused screen can be turned off or utilized for other tasks, such as you could play a game on the bottom screen while chatting or watching a video on the top. Or you could even play two mobile games simultaneously, efficiently clearing daily tasks in MiHoYo games with double the productivity. However, what excites me the most, though it might not become a reality anytime soon, is the prospect of mobile game developers optimizing their titles for dual-screen handhelds. For instance, with Zenless Zone Zero, the main game visuals could be shown on the top screen, while the bottom screen could display the map. For Genshin Impact, the primary game content could be on the top, and the bottom screen could show the map or Adventurer's Handbook as needed. Such a gaming experience would undoubtedly be excellent, minimizing constant in-game menu. Just thinking about it is exciting. The Pocket DS features the Qualcomm Snapdragon G3X Gen 2 processor, the same one found in the Poco EVO. While it doesn't use the G3 Gen 3, the G3X Gen 2 still offers flagship performance. Strangely, the Snapdragon G3X Gen 2 in the Pocket DS performs better than previous Snapdragon G3X Gen 2 iterations. For instance, in Honkai, Star Rail's Golden Hour, with all graphics settings cranked to the maximum in game mode, the frame rate can actually reach 60 FPS. The same applies to Zenless Zone Zero and Genshin Impact all graphics settings at their highest, and it runs at 60 FPS without any issue, delivering powerful performance. This handheld is equipped with This device has an 8000 mAh battery. On a full charge in balance mode with both screens active, you can play Zenless Zone Zero for 3 hours. As for charging, it supports around 50 watt PD fast charging and can go from 20% to 75% in about 40 minutes. As a retro gamer, I personally own a lot of retro gaming handhelds, including 4 different DS systems. I acquired so many because I truly enjoyed the display quality of the original hardware, and also because there simply wasn't an Android handheld available that could flawlessly replicate the dual-screen Nintendo DS gaming experience. The advent of the Pocket DS has entirely shifted this situation. Playing 3DS games on it is equally fantastic. Alright, beyond accommodating 4. In addition to retro games, the Pocket DS is also a powerful Android gaming handheld, so it delivers an excellent experience with currently popular mobile games. Its strong performance guarantees great graphics and frame rates, and the unique dual-screen setup offers a ton of possibilities, so if you want an Android handheld to enjoy 3DS games and also hope it can effectively handle contemporary mobile games, then the Pocket DS is a superb choice. Well, that concludes our video summary for this episode. See you next time.